let's take a look at what tomorrow is, Alex. Like you said, high mountains. It is 2 HC climbs, the Col de la Madeleine, which we all know and love. It was a fantastic climb that was featured in the Criterium du Dauphiné a few weeks ago. That's where we saw Davide Formolo attack and go on his heroic solo breakaway for the win. But this is a climb that has been featured in the Tour de France tons of times. And, you know, this massive HC climb is really just the prelude for the final climb, the summit finish, Col de la Loze.
Yeah, so it's a 170-kilometer stage. But the top of the Madeleine is 62 kilometers from the finish. So it's backloaded. The climbs are at the back of the stage. And that's going to make it super, super hard because it's super intense towards the end. The Col de la Loze, it goes up to 2,300 meters. It goes up above the ski town of Méribel, close to the ski jumping town of Courchevel, we should add, because Primoz Roglic used to ski jump there. So he's really confident because of that, apparently. But the last 4 kilometers of this Col de la Loze climb, it's a 17-kilometer climb, but the last 4 kilometers have just been paved last year for the Tour de l'Avenir, and it's basically a bike path. It's going to be super crazy, and there's ramps up to 24% in that last 4 kilometers. It's going to separate the men from the boys tomorrow.
It really is, Alex. The last 4.5 kilometers of Col de la Loze just look terrible for the riders. But if you have seen any images of Col de la Loze, this is the stage that I've been looking forward to and talking about since they announced the route. It is panoramic alpine views at the top of this climb. It's going to be some of the most stunning scenery you have ever seen in the Tour de France. Cameras, helicopter shots. They've never been on Col de la Loze before. We've never seen the Tour de France finish. It's a brand new climb up this bike path. I personally am really sad that I'm not at the Tour de France this year because this is something I was looking forward to going out and riding and making a preview video about and calling it work, just because it looks like such a spectacular place to ride. So tomorrow, sit down, take a seat, enjoy the views, and plan your next cycling vacation because it's going to be a really, really special summit finish.
Well, the gear selection for the guys is going to be critical. I think a lot of the guys will be going with a Power Compact 3652 with possibly a 30 or even a 32 on the back. I can't see, a 3928 working for the guys. It's going to be tricky. They might want a bigger chainring for that descent off the Madeleine, but they still need that 36 on the front. So I'd be very curious to see if we can find out what the guys are using tomorrow for chainrings and cassettes. But it's going to make a big difference for the guys at the finish.
That's a good idea. I think I may just ping Gregor and see if he could do a little bit of investigative journalism. We sent Gregor on the hunt for gearing, I think last year at the Giro d'Italia, and got in a really funny back and forth with Tom Dumoulin where Tom just would not say what gearing he was using. We have that on the site. I'll see if I can dig that up because these riders, they do keep this information pretty close to their chest. Whatever the case, yeah, really, really hard climb. We'll see what we can find out about the equipment. Alex, looking forward to tomorrow's stage. As you said, no hiding for the GC riders.
All right, it's going to be another great race. Look forward to it.
Your gearing choices, have you made the decision yet?
Yes.
What will you use?
I'm not going to tell you.
You want to keep it secret for your rivals?
Yes.
Shimano has like about 34, you max, you can go up to 32 in the back, so your choices are limited, but we're talking within that range there.
It could be.